Hey there guys, welcome back to the Deep Fog. Sorry I've been gone for a bit. I wish I could have made some more videos during Halloween season, but you know, jumping right into this video, today we're going to be talking about something a lot of people have talked about, licenses that they'd like to see in Dead by Daylight. This is a very popular type of video I've seen around a lot, but I thought it would be fun to make a video like this because I feel like I actually have some different ideas than a lot of videos I've already seen. I didn't want to make this video unless I had something different to add to the conversation, and I think I kind of do. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and get some honorable mentions out of the way. These are the ones that I would really like to see, but I've also seen a lot of people talk about these. Honorable mention number 1 is The Last of Us. This one is about as easy as it can get. 2 survivors, Ellie and Joel. Give them some pretty basic skins. Joel's can have a Tommy skin. Ellie's can have an Abby skin. I mean, it's about the easiest thing you can possibly come up with. If I must be fully honest, I really can't believe this isn't in the game yet. But hey, what do I know? Another honorable mention is The Thing. This one didn't fully make it on the list because I just don't really know how this one would get implemented. Obviously, a lot of people want this in the game. I feel like it'd work perfectly for Dead by Daylight, but it's just kind of hard to come up with exactly how it would work. So now we're going to get on to the actual licenses I want in the game. Number 5, Phasmaphobia. So I haven't seen this one in many people's lists, and I do know this is a bit of an oddball to start off with because a lot of people are probably thinking, well, what? Phasmaphobia doesn't really have any significant characters or even really significant monsters, but I kind of have a fun idea for it, and I like when horror games collab with horror games, so I thought this would be kind of cool, especially with how popular it is. I just think this could be a fun little thing, even if it would just be a skin. For the killer, I went ahead and put Revenant, or The Haunting. A dangerous ghoul of the night whose speed and intelligence makes it difficult to track for even the best of ghost hunters. I chose the Revenant because I just feel like out of all the ghosts in Phasmophobia, it appears from everything I've read that this is the most popular amongst the community and is one of the most dangerous in the game, which would make it very fun to verse against in Dead by Daylight. I think it'd be really cool just to see how they bring the Phasmophobia gameplay loop into Dead by Daylight and how they'd adapt that. For the Revenant's power, I think that it would be something similar to Sadico's, where it goes invisible, and I have put here that I think it should be able to travel through walls. However, it would limit its speed greatly from doing that. Not really exactly like the nurse, the way it can travel through walls, more like it can just go through walls, but its speed is greatly limited from it. But I think when someone is spotted by the ghost from very far away, I think it should get a massive speed increase until it gets closer in to the player, then it gets slowed down. I also put down that I think it'd be cool if players could get ghost hunting supplies. This could be kind of a fun little debuff for the killer. I think the best way you could do it is give all the players a spirit box, and when the ghost gets close, where it can go pretty much invisible most of the time, it starts to static and play noises when the ghost gets close. I think that could be fun. If this chapter did get a survivor, I highly doubt it would because the survivors are so basic, but I just have Ghost Hunter, a professional ghost hunter who hasn't lost their sanity yet. For the skins, I just have all the skins from Phasmophobia. This one isn't really that crazy. All in all, though, I think this could be just a fun collab just to see how the hell behavior adapts it. I think it's possible, though, and honestly, I think it could be a really, really fun collab if they did it right. Number 4, I have Dead Space. This is one that's also on a lot of people's lists, but I just had to throw it on mine, too. It's just such a good idea, and I feel like Dead Space works so well. We don't really have a lot of, like, cosmic space stuff in Dead by Daylight, or at least not enough of it, in my opinion. Like, I mean, we got Alien and stuff, but this is just such a good, like, it's right there, man. For the killer, I have the Necromorphs, or the Mutation. After an alien attack on the USG Ishimura, the murdered occupants' corpses were mutated and contorted into unfathomable creatures of insatiable hunger to spread and grow as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, obviously, these are just the monsters from Dead Space. And really, I don't think they'd be that hard to adapt into Dead by Daylight. I don't think they have, like, the craziest power set or anything, or like impossible to really make work. For the power, I kind of have mainly just being a dash killer, and I think it should have a passive ability where it can very quickly vault windows where it's so fast. Possibly a vent system similar to like Xenomorph and stuff, where they travel through vents a lot in the game. I also have, this is kind of a crazier idea, and I don't think this would actually make it into the game, but I think it would be cool to make it where when a player fully dies on the hook, that it can create a sort of NPC necromorph and spawn an extra one on the map, which can traverse around, almost like they transform the corpse of the player that died into a necromorph, which would be really fun, I think, but it'd just be really hard to make that work. And then I also have it that I think as a debuff, players should be able to find maybe like a sort of bomb, just some sort of weapon from Dead Space that can be like placed, and when the necromorph runs into it, it blows off one of their limbs to slow them down for a second. And that could be the way to kill the NPC necromorphs that would spawn from the dead players. For the survivor, I mean, it's Isaac Clarke, guys, come on. A former ship systems engineer for the Concordance Extraction Corporation, he found himself stuck on the USG Ishimura to investigate the ship's mysterious communication mishaps, and found a horrifying truth. For the skins of Isaac Clarke, I have Ellie Langford, really just the second closest thing to a main character in the series, I think, and, it'd make for a good skin. But I also have the OG suit. I think that the suit that would come with the chapter would probably be the remake suit, and the OG suit could be a separate skin, or you could swap them back and forth. It doesn't really matter. Number 3, we have Smile. This is one I also haven't seen on a lot of people's lists, probably where a lot of people assume it's kind of a hard one to adapt, but I think this one would work very well. For the killer, I have the Smile Demon, or the Monstrosity. An unfathomable creature of Lovecraftian power, the demon feeds and grows off the torment of its victims, and nothing will get in its way. Now, I can't understand why some people might not like this one, where the Smile Demon is supposed to be a very mysterious villain that we don't really see a lot of, and of course, both movies so far have kind of led up to the reveal of the creature, which makes it a lot harder to adapt without it kind of not making any sense. But here's my pitch for its power. Similar to... Oh. No, it's not Nemesis. Oh. Wait, yes. So kind of similar to Nemesis, I think it would be able to summon hallucinations of smiling individuals that can spawn for a few seconds at random intervals. They will chase for a moment before fading away. Perhaps the Smile Demon can swap places with the NPCs from time to time. Something with the hallucination effect to really give it a unique power, and I think it's possible. I think, especially with that concept of just having like smiling people chasing you for a minute, I think that could be a lot of fun if done correctly. For the survivor, I have Sky Riley. After the accident, the famous pop star was forced to put on a smile for her fans while finding herself haunted by a mysterious entity. Yeah, I just think she works better than the main character of the first film because she just had a lot more development in the second movie than I think the original main character did. But I do have Dr. Rose Cotter from the first movie as a skin. Number 2, Silent Hill, Chapter 2. Of course I gotta put Silent Hill on here, it was unavoidable, but I do think Silent Hill still has a lot of potential, especially having a good relationship with behavior still. I just would love to see a Silent Hill Chapter 2. So for the killer, I have the Missionary, also known as the Follower, a ferocious creature who follows the Order's commands and will destroy anything in its way. Yeah, I just think this would be a cool monster to see. I think the main reason they haven't made a Silent Hill Chapter 2 is because of how hard it is to find a monster from the Silent Hill series that is as popular and recognizable as Pyramid Head. Because Pyramid Head is just Pyramid Head, like everyone knows Pyramid Head. For its power, honestly, not a lot to say for it. Perhaps something involving the Order, some cult-like abilities, maybe like the Order logo could be hidden around the map and it could somehow use that to teleport around. A little hard to really come up with a power for it, but I just think that would fit the best in this chapter. For the survivor, I have Henry Townsend. Due to a tragic coincidence, Henry finds his comfortable life flooded by horrors as he unravels the mysteries of Silent Hill. Henry was mainly picked as a survivor because originally this was supposed to be a Silent Hill 4 chapter concept, but again, I changed it to the missionary because I feel like that fits better. But, you know, the main reason I picked Henry too is just that there's still so many Silent Hill characters that don't have skins yet, and I think it's because they don't want to give Heather Mason, mainly they don't want to give her too many skins, and so this I think would solve the problem. So, for example, Harry Mason, Walter Sullivan, Angela Orozco. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name. Oh god. Really, I think the survivor can be interchanged with any of those characters just so we can get more skins of Silent Hill characters. Finally, for number 1, we have A Quiet Place. Now this is once again another one that I see on a lot of people's lists, but I feel like I have a unique take on it. But of course, for killer, we have the Death Angel, or just the Angel. After arriving on Earth, their immense hearing capabilities and impenetrable armor made them an unstoppable force that its prey would have to watch their every step to avoid. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be the Death Angels. I just think they're a really, really cool design. They're scary. For their power, I kind of have it as a dash killer. The uniqueness of its ability would be that it spawns multiple sticks or debris or leaves or something all around the map that players can step on. It makes a noise and reveals the player's aura. When dashing in the direction of the noise, you receive a haste boost. If the player gets away in time, then obviously it's useless, but that would be kind of the difficult part of playing the killer. Now, of course, this will probably never actually happen in the game because with how behavior is and adding licenses, they want it to be accurate, and of course they can't be accurate because the Death Angels are blind, so there'd literally be no way to do that, but let a man dream. For the survivor, I have Lee Abbott. Abbott? Abbott? A-B-B-O-T? Abbott? A hardened father and survivor. He's willing to do anything to protect his family from the mysterious creatures that overtook the world. We'll get John Krasinski in Dead by Daylight, that'd be pretty cool. And then for skins, I have Evelyn. You know, got to throw her in there. She's also a main character in the first film, and really more of a main character in the second film. So it would be wrong to not have her in the game. But really, none of these are in like a particular order. This is mainly just a lot of stuff I'd love to see in Dead by Daylight. I just think these are all really cool licenses and would work super well. So yeah, let me know what licenses you like to see in Dead by Daylight. I know you all probably have some cool ideas too. Let me know if my ideas are shit, you know. But yeah, that's about it. And thank you all for tuning in. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.